Hey everyone, welcome back to the GeekX Pop channel. It is me, GeekX Pop, also known as Ricky, and today I'm doing a different kind of Fortnite video. I'm actually going to give you a tour of my locker presets. In my locker presets, I have used all but 3 spots, which means I have 97 spots that I've used. Can't believe I have that many skins, but then again, last time I checked, I have about 330 skins. So, yeah, put quite a bit of time and money into this game. So just to give you a quick look at how many skins I have, and we can just go through this list like, wow, you know. I know I've been playing this game since just about the time it launched back in 2017. So I've been collecting skins from every battle pass. I have every battle pass. I think the only skin I do not have is the original Black Knight from the season 1. Other than that, I have every skin available. But today, I'm going to show you all my locker presets. And starting off with the first one, it is the default locker, because this is what I go to whenever I get a new skin that I want to put into a preset. I come to this one so I can go right into it and I can adjust everything I want. I usually do keep the season umbrella, which means every time I change a season and I use a new skin, I switch up the umbrella to the latest one. So that is what this one is for. The next one we have is Harley Quinn, the Rebirth version. Love this skin very much. This is from the Batman Fortnite crossover comic book series. So, and I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan, so it was easy to see why I wanted this one. Next one over is Penny, because I love Penny in Save the World. I've been playing Save the World for a while, and she is my favorite because I like thick skins. I think they look really beautiful, and I wish Fortnite had a few more thick female skins. Next we have Victoria Saint. I obviously have not played her this season, but I do love the way this character looks. Oh, excuse me. Had a little bit of a hiccup there. But I love the Victoria Saint look. I love the aesthetic and the feel of this character. Next over we have yeah, this is definitely my box skin, but I have not worn this all season. I've been trying to avoid using her for the, well, I mean, you can see the way I have this one decked out. I customized it to be as hidden as possible. I'm very much a bush camper and a passive player, and last season I used this a lot to sneak around the islands. We'll move on over to Razor from Battle Breakers. And when I'm not even a fan of Battle Breakers, but I really wanted this character because I thought she looked really beautiful in the game. So, had to get her. There we have Catwoman. I love Catwoman. I've always been a fan of Catwoman. I've used her this season. I didn't realize that I never changed the umbrella. Huh. But yes, big fan of Catwoman. As you can see, I used the second version of Catwoman that was released in the game from the Batman Fortnite event, because I like this skin a lot better than the first one. Next we have my favorite comic book character of all time, Captain America. I have not used him this season, but ever since he came out, was it season 4? Yeah, before the Marvel season, I mained Captain America from season 4 up until last season. So this was my go-to whenever I wasn't exploring a new character. Next we have my Origins one. I've always been a fan of the Ramirez character, so I was really glad when they released this, because now I have the original Ramirez in my locker, and it's fun to play with. We got Cursebuster here. I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters, and I like the way this character looks, so I wanted to have this one in my locker. And my next preset Mandalorian. I haven't used him since was it last season? No, I haven't used him since the season he came out, but I am a fan of Mandalorian, and I have him as a preset. I might have to rock him this season because I haven't used him at all in 2 seasons, so, Next I have Deadpool. And I don't need to explain why Deadpool is in here. Deadpool is just one hell of a funny character. So that is why he has a preset. Maya is one of my favorite because this was the first customizable skin you got in the game. And I definitely put her in the way that I like the character to look. So the tattoos, the shirt, everything. This is definitely a very me kind of character. I don't need to explain why Lara Croft is in here. I've been a Tomb Raider fan since I started playing the game back on PC, and she is one hell of a great character to be in Fortnite. I've always been a fan of Raven. Ever since she debuted in Teen Titans #1, I was a huge fan of her, and I love the Rachel Roth look of her. This goth girl look. I really love the way Fortnite designed this version of the character. Her Rebirth skin looks really cool too, but I like this variant of it. We have Kratos that I used a lot last season. That looks awesome. I love that back bling, by the way. But played Kratos quite a bit last season. I'm a huge God of War fan. This one I really love, but the reason I have this on my preset is mainly because I love using this emote when I win. There's just something really fun and fresh about this emote that I love. So, and I mean, her look and design looks really cool. I definitely like this more pastel look versus the black look, but I love the way this character looks. I'm a huge Black Widow fan, always have been, and I was really excited when they did this snowsuit version of her from her movie this year, 2021, in case you're watching this sometime after 2021. But I love this snowsuit version of Natasha, so I had to have this one in here. Now, funny story behind Prodigy. My kids say that if I was skinnier, I would look like Prodigy. So, ever since he came out, I've kind of I've been using him on and off just because it's kind of fun running around in a character that kind of looks like me, according to my kids. Now, for being a thick character, I used to love running around as Venom, because even though he's a very thick character, with a lot of white on him, he can still get away with skulking around in the shadows. So I love that, but I love this emote when I win. I might have to use him soon this season. Next character we have here is the Remedy Toxin, but oh, I didn't mean to load it. Anyway, this is what the Remedy Toxin character is. I love the purple variant of it. I don't like the white, and I don't like the dark green, but purple is one of my favorite colors. Actually, it is my favorite color of all time, so I have to rock this one. Next one we have Rose Team Leader. This has been a favorite of mine for a long time. God, this was a Twitch pack, I believe, and I've been using this character ever since then. Love this one. Next we have Trailblazer. I don't know why Catwoman's right there, but for most of Chapter 1, Trailblazer was my main. If you go back and look at my older Fortnite videos, I use the Trailblazer skin quite often. She is probably in more than half of the videos that I ever did for Chapter 1, and quite a few for Chapter 2 as well. I don't need to explain why I like Poison Ivy. She is my favorite Batman villain. But she's not really a villain in any comic books anymore, is she? Still, I've always been a fan of Poison Ivy, so when they released her, got her. Yep. And then we have the Suicide Squad version of Harley Quinn that I got when she was released because, again, huge Harley Quinn fan, so I had to make sure I had her in my locker. I don't need to explain why I like Tron. I'm a huge Tron fan. Tron is one of my favorite movies. Even Tron Legacy probably falls into the top 50 of all movies that I enjoy. And oddly enough, I love the Unreal music with this character because it feels like it fits the Tron aesthetic. Now here is the very first Black Widow skin that was released for when they had the Avengers crossover the first time. And again, a huge Black Widow fan, so I don't really need to go into more detail as to why she is in my locker. Of the DC characters that are available in Fortnite, Flash is by far my favorite hero right now. Because, I don't know, I've always been a big Flash fan, and no, not a Barry Allen fan. Barry Allen died when I started reading comics. I'm a fan of the Wally West version, but still, Flash is one of my favorite DC heroes, top 5, so I wanted him in my Fortnite locker. I don't need to explain why Master Chief is here. Master Chief is just a classic icon of gaming. I was a huge Halo fan, so that is why Master Chief is in this locker. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if I want to keep this skin in my locker, but when I do use her, which I haven't used her all season, so that's why I'm saying I might not want to keep her, but I love the look of the character. It's just a very clean and simple look, even though she's very meticulously designed. Snowbell I mainly only use during the holiday season, but I really like the look of this character. There's just something really pretty about it. I'm really glad they released this female version of Codename Elf because it is an awesome character, and I can't wait for the holiday season to come back around so I can use her again. I don't need to explain why Chun-Li is here. Chun-Li is one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Not just from Street Fighter, I'm talking about favorite characters of all time. So that is why Chun-Li is in here. And this is my male bot skin. A little bit more white in it, so it's not quite as hidden as the polarity. But still, I'm able to sneak around the map pretty easy with this. So I kind of like it, and if you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like the Toxin skin from Spider-Man, that anti-venom one. Toxin is his name, right? I believe so. I might be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments. Square down, I've always been a Carol Danvers fan, so I love the Captain Marvel skin. And talk about a really well done skin, from the way her glow effects work, and even just her glider, which is just her powering in. I love the look and feel of this character. I don't need to explain why Black Panther is in here. What an awesome character. I wasn't really a fan of Black Panther growing up reading the comics, but I will say that Chadwick Boseman, rest in power, his portrayal of Black Panther in the MCU films really caused me to turn around, and I've kind of gone back and reread some of the old Black Panther comics and stories he's involved in, and I'm definitely more into the character now than I was back then. So when he was released, when this skin was released after Boseman's death, I definitely found a place for him in my locker. Okay, so truth be told, I'm not a big Green Arrow fan. Of the comic, the character, or the TV series. I'm not particularly fond of Green Arrow. But, I mean, you can tell from the look of the character, he is easy to run around the map in and hide, which, like I said, I'm a bush camping pacifist character. So, not pacifist, passive character. So, yeah, that's why I haven't used him this season, haven't used him in a while, but when I do, it's because of that reason. I don't need to explain why Marigold is here. I love the look of the character. Wasn't a fan of Midas too much, but I love the way Marigold looks. It's a very clean looking skin. So, this is an odd one because despite the dark look of his costume, I cannot really hide in a bush, big shrub or small bush as Ghost Rider because of this flaming freaking head. Still, I'm a huge fan of the character, have been since the early 80s, and that's why I wanted to put him in my locker. As you can see, haven't used him in quite a while, actually just since last year, right, or last season, but I wanted a character in my locker. I've always been a fan of Jennifer Walters. I love the She-Hulk character. I have almost every issue from her original run, her 2 series runs in Marvel, because I was just that much of a fan. And I like the emote of her transforming. Now, I definitely like the Red Hulk version more than I do the Green Hulk, but either way, I'm a huge fan of this character. Okay, moving on to Daring Duelist. Now, I'm going to say this might be another one that I change, because I really haven't used her in quite a while. But she's on here because I did like the way the character looked. And I kind of like the way everything kind of fit with her back bling. Not really the pickaxe, but really love having this character in the locker. Now we move down. Okay, hands down, my top 5 X-Men characters, Psylocke is there. I love the way Psylocke looks. I've always been a fan of Psylocke. Even when they first introduced her as Betsy Braddock, and she had, you know, a more of a European look to her, but I love the way the character has developed over the years. Even though I may not like what they've done with some of her backstory. Oh, somebody's trying to call me right now. But Psylocke, definitely one of my top 5 X-Men of all time. Now, Wrestler, I love the look of this character. Call me a sucker for a cowgirl. So when they released her, I was like, yeah, I gotta have her. More because of a personal preference. But I love the Wrestler character. I've had Survival Specialist for quite a while, and she's been one of my favorite skins to use over the years. Probably runs second to Trailblazer is how often I use this character. Sarah Connor, I got her last season. Another one I'm not sure if I'm going to keep in my locker, depending what new skins come out. But when she came out, I really liked the look of the character because I'm a huge fan of Terminator 2. Scully is interesting because rather than using the darker version, I love rocking around in this white pastel pink one. It's something just really cute about this outfit that really calls out to me. So when I do use her, this is the style that I use. Tess is another one I might switch out after a bit, but it's kind of funny. I got this one because my wife also got the skin. So when we play duos, sometimes we'll kind of run around as Tess. This is one this is a, what's it called? Fortnite crew one. But I like the way Vi looked. I haven't used her since last season, but I like the look and design of the character. That's why she's in the locker. I'm a huge G.I. Joe fan. I'm surprised I haven't used Snake Eyes at all this season. No, I have. I've done them in the Lily's Challenge, and you'll see what I mean in a bit. But Snake Eyes is in here just because I've always been a huge fan. Too bad his movies sucked this year. Lovely. I love the design of this. Again, very cute skin. Not really easy to hide in, but I don't care because I love rocking this skin when I do use her. Domino is another favorite character of mine. I have her first appearance way back in New Mutants 98, I think. Or no, was she released in X-Force? I know I have her first appearance. I can't remember what her first appearance was, though. But I love Domino. I love the look of this character. So she's in my locker for that reason. Tirana was probably my favorite skin release in the Primal season. I just love the look of the character. No other reason than that. Really awesome looking design. Isabel's a fun one. I know I haven't changed the umbrella for her, but I love the look. I have used her a couple times this season. There's something about this character. Looks really cute. I've always been a fan of Mystique, so that's why she's in here. No other reason than that. She's one of my favorite comic book villains, anti-heroes, heroes. I can't keep up with her story too much anymore. They change her around so much. But one of my favorite X-Men characters. Not top 5, but maybe top 10. I don't know why Storm looks like Ghost Rider there, but I was a huge fan of the way Storm looked in the late 80s, early 90s with this mohawk when she was a leader of the Morlocks. So I love using this version of Storm in the game. The Anime Girls, which I bought last season. I haven't really used too much this season, but I love the way they look. There's just something really cute and clean about them. And Chigusa is the first one of them. And instead of going in the order we were going, let's go to Anime Girl number 2, Megumi. She looks really cute. The Anime Girls are not really easy to hide with. I think that's why I haven't used them, but they're in my locker because I like the design. And the last one is Yuki. And like I said, they're very cute. I'm a big anime fan, so when these characters came out, yeah, I wanted them in my locker. Aloy, I'm a huge fan of Horizon. Wow, couldn't think of the name. Horizon Zero Dawn. Can't wait to play Horizon Forbidden West. And yeah, just a huge fan of the character, so when she was released, I wanted her in my locker. Now this is a classic skin, and this is, as you can tell, yeah, this is one of my sweat skins. When I really would like try to go all out, I'll put this skin on and just try my hardest. Royal Knight is my favorite of the Season 1 Battle Pass, so I've been using her ever since. It's just a fun skin to have. Kind of run around, show everyone, yeah, I'm an OG. I love Scrap Iron Jewels, or Scrap Knight, Scrap Iron. Why did I say Scrap Iron? I love Scrap Knight Jewels. There's just something really cool about this character. I like the Jules character ever since she was introduced, but to see her in this armored set is just really kind of cool. Fate is another one of those old skins from Chapter 1 that I love using. Again, very dark tone, kind of easy to sneak around in, but I love the slim, clean lines, so for someone like a passive as me, it's fun to play with. I love using Calamity. When she was introduced in Season 5, the Fortnitemares, I was immediately drawn to the character. I love the look, I love the feel of the character. This is my favorite version of her. The Cowgirl version's cute. The final version with the smoke effects and the coat and everything are really cute. but for the way I play, this is the way I like having Calamity. People are going to give me shit for this, but I love the character of Rey in Star Wars. I'm not going to apologize for it. I like the character. She could have been written a little bit better, but I love what she did in the movie, and as such, that's why she's in my locker when she was released. It's kind of funny with this one, because every time that I've worn it, I don't think I've gotten more than 3 of the ghosts on his costume at one time, because being a very passive player, I don't really get too many elims in a game, so he doesn't really fill up too much. Beast Boy, got him because my daughter wanted Beast Boy, and she said, Dad, we can kind of run around as a Beast Boy team, so, or Teen Titans, so she'll play as Raven, I'll play as Beast Boy, and that's why Beast Boy is in here. Huge Laker fan. I love the Lakers. I wasn't going to buy the LeBron James skin. I'm not a big LeBron James fan. All props to him though. Excellent player, but I wanted something that I can use for my Lakers, and that's why I bought this skin. Another classic skin, Blue Team Leader. Love the look, love the slim lines. So that is why Blue Team Leader is in my locker. Here's another one that I will use to sneak around the map for very obvious reasons. I've had this skin for a long time and I love playing, especially when I'm sneaking around. I should use the green version if I want to hide more, but I like the blue version of Lyra. The skin looks better in blue in this outfit, at least to me, so that's why she's in this one. Midas, the gold looks very gauche to me, but my daughter and I like playing, so she'll play as Marigold, I'll play as Midas. It's a fun little role play, you know, again, father and daughter or brother and sister. I don't know what the character of Midas and Marigold are, but it's a fun little thing to play, especially when I'm playing with my daughter. Okay, truth be told, I'm not a fan of the Joey version of this skin, but I love playing as the unzipped version because she reminds me of, oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. She reminds me of a Talosian from Star Trek. So when I play as Joey, I immediately switch to unzipped. I've had quite a bit of luck using Fixer this season. I have quite a few wins with him. So he's kind of become a good luck skin, and that's why I added him to my locker. Sunny is probably my favorite new skin of the season. So when I had a chance to unlock her and get this beach variant, yeah, I definitely went for it right away. Warpaint is another classic skin. Haven't used them at all this season, but one of those old skins from Chapter 1 that I really enjoyed playing as. This is a fun one just because I love the banner. It just was fun, easy to customize. That's it in black. I love going for loot, that's why chest is the emblem there. Nothing deeper than that. As you can tell, I love the customizable skins. That's why Chimera is in here. And this is the version of Chimera that I've kind of customized for myself. It's the one I'm really happy with. So when I do play as Chimera, this is what I'm running around in. Dizzy is another one that I really like the look of their character. Really clean looking skin. Not easy to hide in, but kind of fun to run around with. Next we have Loki, and not really easy to hide using Loki, but he's a fun looking character. I love him in the MCU. Not really a fan of him in the comic books, but he's a fun skin just because of the MCU character. I have the beach versions of 3 ladies in the game, Scuba Crystal being one of them. I love the way they looked when they were released, so that's why she's here. And again, we're going to forego the order, and we're going to go with Boardwalk Ruby. I've liked the Ruby skin ever since she was originally released, so when they released the Boardwalk version of her, definitely had to have her as well. And as I said before, I'm a huge fan of the Jules character, which is why I also got this character as well. So it was just fun to get the beach versions of these 3 lady skins. Reaper is another one of those skins that I've used for quite a while. I love the way he looks, easy to sneak around in, very fun looking. I think I like him more than the actual John Wick skin, which is kind of weird because this is just a John Wick ripoff, but it's a fun skin to run around in. You can see why I use Lynx, because this is a very slim, clean looking skin and dark, so it's easy for me to run around and hide with. And that is why Lynx is in here. Rat Major was something different. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep her in the locker. I just kind of like the fact that you could put a wrap on as her shirt, and it's kind of fun, but not sure if she's going to stay in my locker. Another one that may not stay here for too long, but I love the character in the Suicide Squad. So put him in my locker when he was released just to have him. This one's definitely leaving my locker soon. I'm not a big Ariana Grande fan, but I got her for the Ariana Grande Rift Tour event. So it was kind of fun just to have her in my locker. Not sure if she's going to stay in my locker, but definitely fun to have her around for that one time. I love the Summer Sky better than the original Sky, so that is why she's in my locker. I think this is it's a more cute skin, a more playful looking skin, so that's why she's in my locker. I love the Shadow and Ghost agents, so when they released them as skins, I bought the bundle, but you can see why I choose Shadow over Ghost. Yeah. Bush camping, passive player, yep. Pepperthorn I bought because I love the look of the character, very punk, very e-girl, really love the look. Not much more to it than that, I just think it looks really cute. Bright Bomber has always been a favorite of mine. Again, it's based on the Ramirez skin. And back in Chapter 1, she seemed to be more the main character of the game than Jonesy. So I kind of like using Bright Bomber. I love the look of the character, love the pink hair. Really beautiful skin to run around with. Brutes, like I said, back in Chapter 1, you could tell what kind of skins I was really into. Dark colored, very slim lines, easy to hide. Now, this is a very classic skin. I think this was the very first Twitch Prime one, so when I got Sub Commander, I just kind of always liked him. I like this version of Jonesy more than the other ones. Again, purple. Of course, Twitch is purple. Doesn't bother me. I love purple. So I had to have this version of Jonesy in my locker. Harmonizer is another one I got for the event. Like I said, I love skins that you can customize a bit. So that's why I liked Harmonizer, was able to customize her outfit and colors. It was just kind of fun to have. My second favorite Street Fighter character is Cammy. Yes, I like the female fighters more than I do the male fighters. In fact, my third favorite character is Rose. So, that being said, when they put the Cammy skin out there, I had to get her. I did not buy Guile, never been a fan of Guile, so that is why I got the Cammy skin. Now, these last two These are the three I don't have. Let me explain. So, no, not delete. This one, it says Lily set. My daughter likes making TikTok videos on my account because, like I said, I have more than 330 skins. So she'll do her TikTok videos on my account. She'll use different skin sets. She'll switch them around. She'll be like, oh, I want to use this combination. So that is why I have a preset just for her. It's just kind of for her to have fun, do her little TikTok thing in. So, and this one, it's called Lily's Challenges. Every time I've gotten a victory royale this season, my daughter will switch the skin. So I still need to get a victory royale with Demi, right? Yeah, Demi. So when I get a victory royale with Demi, I'll tell my daughter, hey, I won, and she'll switch it out to another character. She'll switch the character, the back bling, the pickaxes. I kind of tell her to leave the glider alone, but she'll also choose which emote, and she'll also choose the weapon wrap. The only thing I tell her not to choose are the umbrella and the music, but this is for her to kind of motivate me to try to play better. So considering I'm working on now my 60th win, I would say that it's worked really well this season, and I do mean 60 wins for this season, which is my best season ever. But there is a skin coming out today, which is the Wonder Woman skin, and she is going to go right in this preset. Wonder Woman is my second favorite superhero from the DC universe, right behind Green Lantern. And I wish they would put a Green Lantern character out, but they haven't. But Wonder Woman is being released today, August 19th, 2021. So this preset will be for her, and these two we'll see when I use them. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the locker tour. Like I said, I have almost all 100 of the presets used, just kind of ready for whenever. I hope you guys enjoyed that part of my locker tour. I did a locker tour about 7 months ago, so this is kind of a follow-up to that. I know it's a bit long, but if you stuck by me, hey, I hope you had fun. Stay safe, take care, and I hope to see you next time, my friends. Bye! Hey everyone, HiJinX Pop again. Just a quick little update. I ended the video saying I was going to get Wonder Woman and put her into one of these slots, and that's exactly what I did. She did come out later on that day as I thought she would, and now I have Wonder Woman in this slot. The only difference being that I did not want to use her glider because I did play a few rounds with Wonder Woman, and her glider is just too huge. It blocks up a good 1/3 of the screen, and for a bot player like me, that's not good when you can't see what you're gliding into. So aside from her glider, I did put her in. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys with that. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys.